traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Thursday, August 14th, 2014. Great to be with you. This is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Traders. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies today, a little bit of sun, not too nice outside. Don't think we'll be hitting the beaches today, but the beaches still have nice white sand. Traders, great to be with you again. We got 6 currency pairs to look at. We're going to talk about a little about some news. And we have, what else we're going to do? And a short commentary. So that's what's on tap for today. So let's get started. Traders, my name is William Gilday. I am your moderator through the market opening preview. And also, after Friday's New York close, we do the Friday wrap up. So, what are we going to talk about? All right. I started trading in 2006, and traders, I was doing that part-time until I completed my 27-year career in the Fire Rescue Department out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, came on a 3-month holiday to Thailand, and traders, I never went back. I am still in Thailand. It's 2014, and I love trading the Forex markets. I do it every single day, and I love being in front of my charts, watching fundamentals, and trying to figure out what's going on, and totally enjoy making those profits consistently. All right, traders, let's get over to the legal stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders, past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, let's get over to the news and commentary part. And here we go. The Dow 30 closed up at 0.55%, and the S&P 500 closed up 0.67%, with the NASDAQ closing up at 1.13%. Going across the pond, all green looks like. The DAX closed up at 1.43%, the FTSE closed up 0.37%, and the CAC 40 closed up at 0.78%, with the Euro Stoxx 50 closing up at 1.16%. Let's go across to the other side of the pond and go over to Asia now. And remember, these are currently trading and are open. And the Nikkei 225 is currently up at 0.61%, with the Shanghai up at 0.05%, just barely. And the Hang Seng is really just barely in the green at 0.01%. The S&P ASX out of Sydney, Australia 200 is up at 0.67%, and ending with the Kospi is up also in the green at 0.16%. So the markets that are currently open are all in the green except for the Hang Seng, which is down in the red, but now it's at 0.01. So hopefully that will turn around very, very shortly. All right, let's take a look at what we have coming out in the calendar today. Yes, there's quite a seesawy day, we must admit. Lots of movement, some big pips made. Hope you're in the right direction. So today, high impact in the London session is German GDP comes out today. It's forecast at negative 0.1. Previous was 0.8. And also year on year, and their forecast is 1.5. Previous was 2.5. Haven't had good numbers coming out of Germany lately. I have to say, somewhat sluggish. Also, out of Europe today, we have CPI year on year, and they're expecting 0.4, and previous was also 0.4. And as we move towards the U.S. today, actually, I do not see anything high impact today. Our typical end of week on a Thursday, initial jobless claims will be out 1 hour before the New York stock market opens. And that wraps up what is going on as far as the calendar goes. Not much as far as medium impact stuff, traders, but we do have some high impact, which I just mentioned to you. So please keep note of that. Let's see, what happened already today? New Zealand had some data come out early today before I was in front of my computers, and they had medium impact retail sales come out quarter on quarter. It came out positive at 1.2 versus 1.0, and core retail sales, also medium impact, came out at 1.2 versus forecasted at 1.1. All right, traders, that's what's going on with the news. Yesterday, was quite a up and down day. We had data come out of Germany, and then we had bad data come out of the States. However, the data that came out of the London session really moved the markets. The markets moved like 80 pips in like 3 minutes on some of the data that came out yesterday. It's quite amazing. The pound also had some bad data come out, and that moved like 60 pips in like 1 minute. So it's quite an up and down day yesterday. And once it dropped, that was the end of that. I was very lucky. I was in a pound yen trade. I was long in the pound yen, and luckily I grabbed my 26 pips. And I was out of the trade about, well, I was out of the trade about 25 minutes before, almost a half hour before the data came out. And glad I was, because that surely would have hit my stop if I was not paying attention and knew that data was coming out. All right, traders, Forex chart, 60 minutes. Here we go. You ready? Euro dollar. All right, you can see how crazy this has been. And here we are now, currently sitting at support. So we need that pullback. We want to get it really above that 23.6 fib. We'd like to get up to 33.72, hopefully. And we want to come down to 33.46, which is a nice 30 pip trade around and about. And our stops at 33.77. Nice little trade here on the euro dollar. Hopefully it gives us the pullback. We cannot take the trade here, traders. We would be trading right into support. So we don't want to deal with that. All right, let's take a look at the pound dollar. The pound dollar, you can see this was yesterday's data that came out. Remember, these are 60-minute charts. And basically went sideways, dribbled down a little bit on U.S. data, and then just has dribbled down since the open this morning of Asia, and basically has done nothing. We just need to see this pull back. It's got to pull back. I'd like to see it really pull back to the 67.60 area, and then we could take this back, but there's nothing to do here. We can't be taking this trade short. We have to find some sort of a pullback. If it comes back up to 6,700, that would be great, and we can do it and take it short from there. All right, going over to the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar did go above the 200 exponential moving average on the 60-minute chart. However, right now we are below the 200 exponential moving average, which is very nice. So hopefully in about 3.5 hours, when the London session does open, we would see this below the 200. We can take this short with a bearish candlestick formation, and at that's about 0.9290. And we can take this down to 0.9261. Nice trade there. That would be a nice 40-pip trade if that works out. They're at maybe about 35. So this is looking real nice. We're going to use that 200 exponential moving average as our resistance, and you can see I placed the stop just above that. All right, here's our Euro Aussie. Really, the trade plan yesterday did not work out. Now we're back below the 200 exponential moving average. We just need this to come up a little bit to that 43.90 area. We really don't want to take it now. We're going to end up trading into support. However, we have several hours before the London Open, and hopefully we can take this and take this back to the downside. It is bearish on the 60-minute chart as well as the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. So this is looking quite well for the bearish move. Let's hope we can get a nice, safe entry. Okay, here's the Euro Yen, my good old Euro Yen. Actually came down, and now we are above the 200 exponential moving average. However, traders, this pair is bearish. I have no intention to take this to the upside, and if it goes to the upside, well, you know what? I just won't trade it until I get some really concrete definition of what is going on with this pair. So we wanted to close below the 200 exponential moving average at 136.86 and about 136.70. You know what? Let's jump in and grab it. If it closes, right at the 200, with a solid, nice, bearish candle, there's nothing wrong with taking that. Just put your stop right above that. You should be fine. And we're looking for profit at 136.41. If you look left of the chart, you can see where that has been support that was respected pretty well in the past. So that's why we used that one. All right, coming up to our last chart of the day. This is the New Zealand dollar, one of my great pairs to trade. Very hard to find a trade plan on this one, traders. As you can see, up, down, all around. So what we did here is we have a nice trend line. It's a 3-touch trend line. I'm bearish in this pair, so I'd like to see this come down below the trend line at about 0.8456 with our stop at 0.8468. So only about 12 pips for a stop, which is nice. And then we're going to take that all the way down. Take a look left of the chart where we want to take profit. Wow, was that area reacting at 0.8423, 84.20? Yes, absolutely. So we take that down there for our profit area. And I think that would be a very, very nice trade today if this can just work out. Just be real careful on your entry. I think entry is going to be the key today when to get in this. I would definitely not even think about entering this until the London Open, and probably not till about an hour into the London Open. All right, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends, FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another market opening preview on a Thursday. Traders, take care. Have a great trading day. Grab those profits. I will be talking to you tomorrow before the London Open. Trading is coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Have a great day, and bye-bye.